Mark Lampkin. Vallejo is back. You know, our goal is to tell the good stories that are happening in Vallejo, and we were fortunate to be able to catch up today with Omar Martinez. You know him. He's been here in Vallejo for a long time. My first chance to get to know him, and I'm just grateful that he gave us a few minutes of his time to tell us a little bit about what he's doing here in Vallejo. So Omar, thanks for being able to spend some time with us today.
Thank you for offering me this opportunity.
In doing some research on you, I found out that you have a pretty interesting background, that you were part of the Guardian Angels here in Vallejo. Tell me a little bit about that.
That started back in about 2008. It was, I think, during the bankruptcy, I want to say, and the city council reached out to the initial Guardian Angels, which was up in San Francisco. And so they came out and started patrolling the streets. But they themselves said they couldn't continue to do that because it was too absorbent of their time. So they started a group here. And once they did that, they started looking around town to see who could fit into that lead position. And my name came up, and I decided to take on that activity and see how it could help and better serve our community.
Wow. So that was obviously well received. You've done some good things, obviously, in this community as well. Here's an interesting question. Vallejo's gone through such a transition over the years of when it was a thriving community. Mare Island, it closed, there was changes, went through a bankruptcy, but now Vallejo seems to be on the move forward. What do you see as the good things that are now starting to happen and develop in Vallejo?
You know, that's a good question, and I'll give it to you in the best answer I have possible, and I say it to the customers that come through the door. You know, a lot of people go by what they see on the media, TV, or they hear on the radio.
Right.
But I don't need all that. This door.
Right.
This door, over the past 30 years, I can tell you right now, we see a lot of young people coming in, millennials. I think that's a very good, positive thing for our town.
Sure.
Affordable housing, that brought a lot. You know, being that also Vallejo became the #1 housing market a few months ago in the whole United States.
Right.
We see that. We see old customers and we see new customers. And when I see new customers, I wonder, where are you coming, and what are you doing here? And they're like, it's affordable housing. The town is thriving. To me, it's a good thing because when you're coming here, you're young, you're bringing new ideas.
Right.
And those new ideas also spurt businesses. I myself see that Vallejo has a lot of single family homes, but we also don't have those big buildings that can house certain families, that you see in other metropolitan areas.
Right.
And I think that, in a sense, is hurting Vallejo. So if we can move towards that direction to help these people, because we don't want to leave them behind.
So we don't want to push people out either. So
No.
we don't want to become the next gentrified area.
No. I think we have a lot of open space that can be used, You have to, of course, it takes developers and things of that nature that are, going to require that. But still, my point is, you have a lot of people out here that maybe can't afford $1,500, $1,700, or $1,800, but can't afford $1,000, can't afford $1,200. They just can't find those places, And if you go to other towns and you see how they're sprawling, how big they're getting, but they also tend to also bring down the prices for these families, I think that's something that can help. And I think that's something that everybody here within our community can really thrive on. Okay. One of the things I do here at the Florence Douglass Center is help out during the bingo games, just to make sure that no outside influences try to come and disrupt the games while they're in motion. I also come out here and make sure that nobody's trying to break into the vehicles while their people are inside playing. And that if they do win money when they play the game, they can go back to their vehicle in the same way they came, without being, in a sense, feeling safe that they came in and they left in the same way they came.
Okay. So again, I appreciate your time. I appreciate what you've done for this community. I'm a newbie here, been on just 5 years, but I love this community. I love what its history was, and I love the direction that it's going. So I just want to make sure that you know that I'm glad that we had a chance to meet. I'll come by one day and get a chance to taste the pupusas and be able to now contribute to the wealth of information that people are putting out about having a meal here. And again, thank you for all that you do here.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, this is Mark Lampkin. Vallejo's back. We're always going to find the good things, the good people, and bring them to you. Take care. We'll see you next time.